Hayabusa swapped Raptor, including this long travel kit from Alba Racing. Quad is finally gonna look one color. It's gonna look beautiful. We've also have our lights here, and then we also have our fuel management and our two-step from Schnitz Racing. We're gonna go ahead and clean this thing up. Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna have to take the turbo off because I can't undo these upper bolts.
One of my viewers asked, why do you want to go long travel on a street quad? Well, it would give me more high-speed stability, also less chances of flipping over, and it just looks cool. The whole point of the quad is just to make it like a Swiss Army knife. And as always, if you are interested in the kit, I have a link down below with an additional discount code for my viewers.
Okay, so there was a tiny little exhaust leak, minus 10 horsepower. Just taking a quick break to talk about today's sponsor, Upside. Upside is a free to download app that gives you cash back on daily essentials like food, gas, and groceries. There are over 100,000 grocery stores, restaurants, and gas stations on the Upside app, ensuring that cash back is right around the corner. So it's simple. Claim an offer on Upside. You pay as usual with your debit card or credit card. Follow the instructions in the app, and then you get paid. So basically, with filling up every week, I'm getting free lunch. And top earners are making over $300 a month. To find out how much you could earn, click the link in the description and download Upside and use my code Vasily to get an extra 25 cents back from every gallon of gas on your first tank of gas. Or scan the QR code here to claim this offer. That being said, huge thanks to Upside for sponsoring this video. Let's get back to the live action. Alright, so we got the front A-arms. They're +2 installed. It already looks mean. So before we could tighten everything up, we got to do a final alignment. I'm going to put the wheels on, load up the suspension so everything lines up and sags, and then we'll do the final alignment with strings. Now I am going to have to get rid of these shocks because they just look ugly, and the way Alba does it is they have a little bracket here that allows you to use the stock shocks, you know, in case you haven't saved up enough money for the long travel shocks, so you could just rock your stalkers and then remove that bracket and add long travel shocks later. So I really like that about this kit. Also, you have adjustable camber here without pulling off the wheel and the spindle. The only downside with this kit is that tie rod ends are not included. Okay, so I'm going to install my aux beam pod lights. These things are super bright. They look small, but they pack a punch. I'm going to install them in the OEM location, but we're going to cut this little stub off and drill it and put a rib nut in there. Okay, so you can see the lights are tucked very well into the fairings, very nice and sleek. I love that. And the cool thing with these lights is that they have DRLs, which we can use these for turn signals. Okay, so now for the rear taillight, we gotta mount it somewhere up there. We'll just weld the bar onto this grab bar and kind of tuck it up there. Okay.
This taillight is from Kemimoto. It's meant for side-by-sides, but it so happened to work out perfectly for the quad.
There you go.
I purchased a set of YFZ 450 shocks off Marketplace. They are like 2 inches longer than the OEM ones. They did end up being on the soft side, so I had to bump the preload all the way down. And it was better, but still needs more spring. You know, ideally you'd want to get some custom valve shocks. I'll probably do that later.
Alba also includes a set of stainless extended brake lines in their kit. We're going to go ahead and install. So I had to add a little doohickey here, and I cut that off because this port was in the way of the lights. So I redid that, and now I'm going to pressure test the radiator. Okay, there is one leak right here. I'm going to go ahead and fix that. Alright, so this quad could use a dash, and it was pretty sketchy driving it without a dash, but the truth is, this Hayabusa dash just looks really ugly up here. It's way too big. I went all out and I bought me a digital dash. I tell you what, this thing was not cheap, but you know it's special when it comes in its own briefcase. It's like a quarter of the size of this dash, and it fits nicely up here to these triple clamps. This was the most expensive purchases by far, but the way I see it, this is going to be insurance. So with this dash, we'll be able to monitor our fuel pressure, our oil pressure, our boost pressure, our AFR, coolant temp. We'll still have the turn signals, and we'll even have shift lights. You just cannot get this kind of precision with a plasma cutter. You can only get this precision with laser cutting. So huge thanks to SendCut Send. Check him out in the link down below if you need laser cut parts. I think I do want to bend it up a little bit. No, I do. Yeah, I do like it like that. I think it looks good like that. So this is our custom harness. So the wiring on this quad is a mess. So what I'm going to do is build a box right here, and it's going to house a battery and all the ECU and wiring. So I'm going to build a box. I got to mount the steering stabilizer. I got to weld the bung on the intake. Just, you know, a whole bunch of stuff. I did not think this quad was going to take so much work, so much money, and so much time. This is a lot of work.
So now I'm building a battery tray out of aluminum to house the battery, the ECU, and some of the wiring to clean the quad up.
So now I'm going to install two-step. It's just this launch master module that interrupts the coil signal. There are other ways to do it. Now you can do it through a standalone ECU like Max ECU, but that whole system is like 3,000 or 4,000, way outside my budget. Alright, so we got the boost sensor hooked up right here, and we got the fuel pressure teed off the fuel line. So there we got our oil pressure sensor installed. So I totally forgot the charge piping isn't going to fit anymore because of these piggyback shocks, which is a bummer. I totally forgot. I guess probably have to address that in the next episode. Super happy, the quad cleanup amazing. If you check this out, all the stuff tucked really nicely under the seat. Not sponsored, but if you're interested in a dash like this, you can check out Boost by Smith. It's going to be the next step for tuning this thing, and just peace of mind having all that information displayed right in front of me. And also the next step to street legaling this quad, because we need to be able to see our speed. That is our gas tank level, which I haven't set up yet. One feature I'm about to demo is the shift lights. I'm really excited to see how those look. Now there is a short somewhere in my electrical system. Turn signal is always on and the high beam doesn't work. I don't know if that's a issue with the relay or the switch itself. That is the first time I've had two-step on any build. That is sick, dude. Man, I gotta do that again. Wow. Dude, it sounds like a race car. I think I want to turn the RPM up a little bit more though. It's set at 4,000. Dude, this thing is so much more stable. Oh, that's rating. Dang it! We won't be able to get traction. Check out the shift light. The one time I test this thing, it rains. Alright, I'm gonna put it up. You can see our coolant temp is stabilizing at 190, which is perfect. Again! It's still a little bit scary to slide it, but I did a whole bunch of hooning, and it turns out I recorded it all in slow-mo. Kinda sucks. Alright guys, this quad is an unbelievable amount of fun. I gotta say huge thanks to Alba Racing for these beautiful beadlock wheels and the long travel kit. You know, as you can see, I did some off-roading. It handles it just fine. Also, Huge thanks to Oxbeam for the pod lights. These aren't even on the brightest setting. And Kemimoto for the rear tail light. Again, I'll have all the links down below in the description and discount codes for everything. So there's a couple more things I gotta button up, and I gotta get this thing tuned. I need a tuner ASAP, but this won't fit on a motorcycle dyno, and I need someone that knows how to tune Hayabusa. So hit me up down below in the comments. With that being said, stay tuned, peace, and God bless.